Welcome, guys, to Chance Football Channel. I hope all of you are doing well. I know it's a very difficult time for South African fans, and for the South African continent. We know that we unfortunately lost. We are out of the competition. We're out of the World Cup, losing to Canada. Let's take a look at the lineups. So for Canada, they have Kurupuru as the goalkeeper, and then they went with a back four with Lemar as the left back. In the two centre backs, they went with Colenius and Bamboo as the two centre backs, and then on the right side they went with Johnson, and then in the midfield they went with Millar, and then Isprocuro, and then Saliba, and then on the right side they went with Buckham, and then up front they went with Jonathan David, and then they went with Ukulele. So that was Canada. Let's take a look at South Africa. They went with Rolly Williams in goal. They went with Madu as the right back, Ocon and Mazurari as the two centre backs, and then Madiba as the left back. Then in the midfield they went with Okwene and Sistole, and then ahead of them they went with Maseko, Mofokeng, and Apolius, and then striker they went with Ochapa. So if we take a look at as how the game went and how it first started, obviously Canada were trying to press us. They were trying to suffocate us, trying to make it very, very difficult for us to actually get a ball and actually start playing our football. But it was I think we could actually be lucky, and maybe it was just experience. Also, it's like what they say that the hard times are the stepping stones to create the good times. And I think with that Mexico loss, I think it helps some of our teams to stay composed, stay level-minded, knowing that they're gonna try to hurt us and try to press. And I think South Africa were more prepared in this game for that. I think we did that quite well, especially in the first phase of the game. I think we knew and we anticipated that to happen, and I think we were able to do a decent job in order for them not to do much damage towards us and cause much harm. And then if you look at the second half, we started off very, very well. I think especially going to after the hydration break, I think we started off quite well. We were starting to get our grip into the game. We started having a bit more confidence going forward. We started showing what we are capable up front. And I think it was just unfortunate sometimes. I just felt like the team or the certain wingers, like the likes of Apollos and the likes of our other winger, we didn't actually attack, and we didn't actually threaten their right and left back. We didn't actually show them that we are actually also dangerous. As soon as as soon as our wingers got the ball, we constantly looked for our left back. We constantly looked for the midfield, and I think that by that time, most of Canada's team was really back behind the ball, ready to defend the next phase of the game. And I think that's what kills South Africa. I think that's what gave us that thing of, okay, probably that's our mentality also going into the second half of the game. I think we probably thought, okay, at least we're drawing, we're not losing this game, and I think that's what probably gave us. We were probably maybe too excited, I suppose, in an aspect. Probably we were too happy for the draw, and we weren't willing to actually go and get the win. And probably that's what actually hurts us in the end. I think had we known that a draw is not good enough, knowing that we didn't want penalties, if we didn't want extra time, we should have been able to say, no, guys, let's go, let's give some confidence, let's make some changes in terms of our wingers, let's make some changes in terms of our midfield, because we need to show that we are dangerous and we are a good side, and we are trying to get to the levels of the likes of Canada, the likes of Paraguay, all these other small teams that are also fighting for their first times in the competition and the first times getting out of the knockout stages or the group stages. So I think had we been able to, I think, attack more on the wings and be more threatening, I think one or two chances would have been created. Whether they've been goals is another different story. but I think it is a start. I think that's where we need to start. We need to start actually threatening the wingers and threatening the defenders, and actually knowing that we are a very, very good team. The one thing I did like about us, I think I was very surprised about the pace that we had, the pace that we showed in this game. We showed that we are capable of our counter attack. We are capable of defending very, very well. There was like that one chance of, I think it was Madiba going from left back all the way to the right back just to cover and actually intercept the ball from one of the Canadian players. So very, very good from that. And then there was also a couple of chances where Apollos was able to create the counter attack and actually go on man by man to Canada's left or right back. It was just unfortunate we didn't actually do much with it. And then we'll end up looking to some subs. Obviously, I think around the 75th minute when I think when Alphonso Davies came on, I think that's what changed the whole thing, the whole dynamic of the game. I think Alphonso Davies played very, very well from the get-go. I think he was able to he showed his quality. He showed why he plays at Bayern Munich. He shows why he's a very, very good player. I think it ended up bringing one of our other left back, our other centre backs, or other midfielders to support what the winger and actually try to stop Alphonso Davies from progressing with the ball. And I think that's what left us from time to time a man short in the midfield. And I think that's what gave Canada a bit of confidence and gave the better opportunities to get a better of us and I think that's what gave them the momentum in order to get the late win against us. So let me know down below what you guys think of the game. How did you guys see the game going? What are your thoughts? Comment down below what would you like to say and what would you like to comment on this game. And then if you take a look at some stats, obviously it doesn't look good in terms of I think the ball position. That doesn't show the exact thing. I don't see it as 60-40. It didn't feel like 60-40. Probably towards the end, but I think the ball position was really very the same. I think it was about, you could say maybe I would say 50-50, maybe 55, somewhere around there for Canada. Not very big gap between South Africa and Canada. And then chances created or big shots on target. Obviously they had 7, we only had 1. And I think we all remember that it was that one chance from one of our players that I think it was Polonius, where he cuts in and takes a shot at the goalkeeper. It's just unfortunate it doesn't actually bend well enough actually to get into the goals and away from the goalkeeper. And then obviously we look at corners. Obviously South Africa, we actually had more corners than them. At least that was one good thing that we could say that we had. Fouls committed, we actually committed more fouls than them. I think hence why at some stages of the game we were defending a bit more than Canada was. And then if we look at obviously some contenders for man of the match, it will be Madiba, Madu, and Sestole. And then if you look at for Canada, it was Iproko, Kepre, and Larea as the other 3 players for Canada who were up there and do deserve to be in the conversation of man of the matches for them. I think the one player that is also missing for Canada is Alphonso Davies. I do think he definitely put his mark on the game by him coming on off the bench, and I think hence why they were able to get the win so late into the game. And if we obviously look at the momentum, I mean, the momentum obviously doesn't do it justice. I mean, you can see small portions that are for South Africa in terms of momentum. I don't think that was the case. It wasn't like a Sunderland or Burnley or Norwich City just defending against Man City. It was not that was not the case. I think it was two heavyweights, you could say. They were going head to head with one another. Both teams who haven't been in the next round before. You could clearly see by both teams the errors, the mistakes that they've been making, the lack of opportunities created from mistakes and opportunities to actually get out goal. And I think that in both areas it did show that the experience was lacking. And now what it means for Canada, obviously it means that they're going to be either versing they're going to be either versing Morocco or Netherlands in the next round. Let me know down below, who do you guys see going out of that game between Netherlands and Morocco. I'm personally going with Netherlands. I think they're just a more solidified team. I think they have a lot of more good players overall, and I think Netherlands will just be unfortunately too much for Morocco going into the next game. So yeah, guys, this is my post review of South Africa 0, Canada 1. It is a big blow for us. We can only learn from this experience, and we can only develop. We can only develop the young players that we have in our squad and prepare for the next World Cup. So yeah, guys, let me know down below what you guys think. Please comment down and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace.